All right, we've started. This is Ugly Old Goat. Hey, guys, this is a really important broadcast. Um, like I say, I feel like I'm really making progress with you guys. Not everyone, but a lot of you are starting to get what I teach, and I'm really excited about that. Hey, you know what? I'm in my twilight years, and if I have a legacy at all, I want the people that study under me to be tremendously successful. Not just successful, but also fearless in what we're doing here. So, this is about the conference, and I have with me today Eileen Feely, and she is the mother of my favorite daughter in law. And when I had this idea to do this conference, she was the first person that came to my mind. I said, Eileen would just be perfect to be the liaison between me and these cruise companies because it's a big task, and I knew it would be. I wasn't fooled. A lot of people warned me against even trying to do this, but we've done it. We're going to do it. This is going to be a super fantastic conference. There'll be none other like it in the future. And the reason being is that we were able to lock this in. There's an inaugural Baja race uh, that they never had before, the Baja 400. Because of that, and we didn't think a lot of people would know about it, but it's catching on fast. The boat is already at 70 or 80% full, I think. And I'll introduce you to Eileen in a moment. But the reason I'm doing this is I want you as subscribers to, as if you can, manage it, if you can afford it, come to this conference. I promise you, it is going to be fantastic, and it will be a tremendous bargain. It's very doubtful I'll come out ahead on it, and I didn't enter this thing even trying to. My vision is that in a year from now or the next time we do this, we fill up an entire cruise ship. And I think that can be done. We will not be able to do it in this kind of a setting. We would have to do it when there's not a race and when with the boat, they're having difficulty filling up the boat. But I wanted this to be really exciting in every way. I, of course, have my beautiful wife, the goat lady. She's still recovering from surgery, so I'm not having her on tonight. She will be on tomorrow night on Bitcoin Saturday night. But I wanted to encourage just the members, because you guys, you spend a lot of money to get my advice, and I'm gonna, you've seen my track record. You know what I've done. You know exactly what I've done, and it's not that hard, and yet it really is hard, and it requires a change of thinking, and it's not because I'm a super trader. I hope you guys got through that message through on my last broadcast when I did a really crappy trade. I mean, you don't want to. There's no reason to be following me. I'm not that good a trader. You guys can be a lot better traders. There's a lot better traders out there, but there's very few that take as much out of the market as I do. And I know that. And because, oh, we got some music in the background. What's that about? Okay. Oh, okay. It might be from Eileen. So, at any rate, I just want you guys to listen to where we're going tonight. I want as many of you that can sign up for the cruise. It did turn out to be, a much. I had forgot all about Homeland Security, and Homeland Security just, makes it very difficult for travel nowadays. And so I'm paying for all of the rooms in advance, and yet I can't put my name on them. So I've got to get you guys on. Now, I'm doing this broadcast for members only tonight. And tomorrow night, we're going to do a Saturday night Bitcoin Saturday Night Live, and I'm going to tweet it to everybody, and the people that appear on the show, they're going to tweet it to their people. And so I want you guys, if you're coming to this cruise, you need to sign up before tomorrow night. And I want you to know that one of the things that I teach is that and you'll learn this from me, is I always under promise and I over deliver. I mean, it's that simple. You're always going to, wow, I didn't know I was going to get that. And that's exactly what's going to happen here. For those of you who have followed our protocol and have already signed up for the cruise, and you signed up to be a standard member, you are already going to be upgraded and you are a VIP. And because I appreciate what you've done, you made it much easier for me. And so that's going to, and I know other of you guys that have already signed up for VIPs, and you know what? I'll work out something so you're a super VIP, because I appreciate that too. And so it turns out I only have 2 VIPs left. Okay, that's it. And we are at the point where I'm not even going to talk, because it gets kind of complicated, and I've got enough on my plate. I've got some articles I'm working on, and I hired a very wonderful woman who I knew could be an effective liaison, and we see where we go from here. This is our first cruise. It's going to be very small. Okay, the 60 that I said was going to be, it's going to include the speakers. We only have, no, I'm done. I'm going to introduce, this is Eileen Feely. Eileen,
well,
take it from here. Tell us about this cruise and all the little complications we've had.
Well, first off, I'm very, very excited to be a member of this Bitcoin cruise team, especially since the Baja 400 inaugural race is on. So that's really exciting even for me. I'm a race fan. I haven't gotten to many of them, but I'm very excited about this. So that's an extra bonus there. I'm going to give you a little bit of the process. You can look at me and the Bitcoin cruise team as your personal travel agent. We're the intermediary for you. You can always contact Carnival for any extras that you need, but to get it started off, you can get everything through me. So when you sign up for the conference and pay for the conference, you will get an email, and that email will have all the information. It'll have my phone number. If you want to call, no problem. You'll have an email in there, events@uglyoldgoat.com. That comes directly to me and the Bitcoin cruise team, and we'll get back to you very, very shortly, within 24 hours, but probably it'll be immediately or within an hour or so. I've dedicated time to this. There are a couple of bits of information you're going to get in there. It'll tell you exactly what you need to give me so that I can book this cruise for you. Everything has to be done by July 22nd, the latest. Conrad has paid up front for the cruises. He will be invoicing you.
Hey, you gotta call me ugly. I'm not Conrad, okay?
Oh, okay. I'll have to call him ugly. I'll try. Don't give me a beating if I miss it. I'll do my absolute best, Conrad. And I guess you're going to have to make a name for me, although Eileen is probably a name already. Eileen, people go with that. Okay, so the information that I'm going to need when you either email in or call me in order for me to book this cruise is, one, a legal first name and a legal last name. Legal first and last name means whatever form of identification you're using to get on this cruise and pass Homeland Security, because it's an international cruise, the name that's on that, the first and last name, don't need any middle initial or name. First and last name is what I need. Are you using your passport? Use the first and last name on that. You can use your driver's license, but you're going to need to have a birth certificate with it in order to use that instead of a passport. If you choose to go that route, use the name on your driver's license. First name and last name.
Eileen, can you clarify that for them, please? Basically, to get on board the ship, you either are going to need a passport. If you do not have a passport, you are going to need your driver's license and your birth certificate. If you don't have both, even though you've registered and paid for the cruise and everything, you're not getting on board the ship. That's just the way it is now. So the best thing is to have a passport. If you don't, make sure you have not just your driver's license, but also your passport. Okay, back to you, Eileen.
Also, your birth certificate, the driver's license and birth certificate, okay?
Right.
Or the passport. Second thing we need is your date of birth. They run a manifest and a review every night for Homeland Security, so there are no duplicate names on there, and sometimes there are because of common names. So they need the date of birth also to differentiate between the passengers. So that's the second thing you need. Third thing, they need to know what your nationality is or citizenship. The question is, what country are you a citizen of? They need to know that. Are you a citizen of the US? Are you a citizen of Italy? Are you a citizen of Turkey? We need to know that. And then the second question is, what country are you a resident of? Are you a US resident is easy, yes or no. That's the question I'll have. If the answer is no, you have to state what country you're a resident of. And it can be different. So the next thing we need to know is your email address so that I can get back and forth to you. You will be emailing me or phoning me. So if you phone me, I'll ask if your email address. If you email me, I'll assume that that's the correct email address for you. If you have any special needs, you need to let me know. Wheelchair, are you diabetic and need a special meal on the boat? Any of that. Then the big thing is choosing your cabin category. We have been assigned 5 cabin categories. 2 of them are ocean view. We actually have 20 rooms there, but we've got a number of them booked already. And then we have 10 interior cabins, 10, 11, 12 interior cabins. So I will give you a picture of the boat, the rooms that are in it, and you will be able to pick which cabin you want. If you just
I want to interrupt. Can I interrupt you for a minute, Eileen? I did want to say one thing. We all. I'm sure she was going to get to this later, but I wanted to kind of throw it out now, so you guys know about it. If you are going without a companion, if you're going by yourself, you either have to pay, a double room fee basically, or we will assign you someone to room with, another passenger. Now, I have a special deal going on. Is I only have 2 VIP tickets left, and but if they're available, the VIP people, if there's a speaker that's going singly, we will assign you one of the speakers so you can have a very intimate one-on-one with that particular speaker. And some of them are coming with their wives or companions, some are not. But I just wanted to point that out. I can't guarantee that, but I guarantee you, everybody, you're going to get more than what you've been told you're going to get. Everybody is going to get a lot more than what you've been told. How exactly it's going to work, I don't know yet. But that's one of the things that I want to do. If you're VIP, we will, and there's a speaker that, by himself, we will assign you with that speaker, and you will have a one-on-one, weekend with somebody that really knows Bitcoin. All right, Eileen, I'll turn it back over to you.
And by all means, if you take a look at the website, you'll see who the speakers are, and you can tell me if there's one of those speakers you want a room with, and I haven't put anybody with them yet. I'll make every effort to make that happen until
there's only 2 VIPs left, though. There's only 2 VIPs left, just so you know, guys. Only 2 left. That's it. And another thing the VIPs will be doing is every VIP will have a meeting with me of 15 minutes. I don't know if it'll be a small group. I've got a large suite there, but even a large suite on a cruise ship's not very big. So, but I'll definitely be glad to have a meeting. Hopefully I'll schedule it so if you want like 10 minutes with me, I'll be glad to have that with you. And we'll go from there. Like I say, I got all kinds of places I want to go with this, but I want to get the cruise out of the way so then I can focus on the programming. Okay, it's yours again, Eileen.
Okay, So I'm just going to do a fast recap, and it did get a little complicated near the end there, and I'm thinking it doesn't need to be that much. So you need your legal first and last name, driver's license, your nationality or citizenship, your residency, if you have any special needs, and then you need to choose a cabin category. We don't have to pick the actual room. We want to get this moving. Carnival is pushing to get the names in there and this documentation in there. As long as you have an idea, do you need ocean view, or do you want an interior room? We can go with that. I will give you an idea on the prices here. There are a couple of options. Number one, you can have a cabin all to yourself. If you want it all to yourself, you're going to pay for the cabin, the taxes, the fees, the port fees, and there's a gratuity. It's $41 in there. I added everything in. From the lowest price on the interior to the highest, best ocean view room, the price goes for a cabin all to yourself, $738 to $858. If you're going to do the second thing and you're going to share, somebody's going to go along with you. You're bringing a companion. You've got to give us the name of the companion. The prices on that for the entire cabin is $868 to $988. If you want a cabin to share but you don't have somebody, the price per person on that, so it's half of it, is $434, well under 500, to $494, a couple of dollars under 500. So you're going from 430 all the way up to 494 on that per person in that cabin. All you need to tell me originally is, what do you want? Which of those rooms do you want? You want the interior? There's 3 choices, or the ocean view? There's 2 choices. We can fill in all the rest later, get your cabins. I can email you everything, the pictures of it, tell you where to look on Carnival, and we can pick out that room. One gentleman already picked his out, and what he wanted was all the way on the back of the ship, second level up, right in the middle on the back of the ship, and he got it. He's already booked on it. He got exactly what he wanted. So you can go in and take a look. Some people want exterior, outside of the boat. So we need to know, you want the cabin all to yourself? Do you have somebody along with, so you have both of the names, or are you just going to go solo in a room with somebody else and we're going to assign that room to you? And if you're going to do that, take a look at, who the speakers are. If you want to try and get one of those, fine. Otherwise, it'll just be miscellaneous, whoever else is signing up.
Yeah, you have to be VIP for that. Yeah, you have to be VIP. I want to address one other thing. Yeah, I want to address one more thing. We got a note here from Jason that says, "Hey, I think this live stream is a public." Yeah, I think it is public, Jason, but it's only been emailed to members. So unless you're welcome to forward this on to people. If they can sign up under your affiliate, they'll get a 15% discount off the cruise, and you'll get 10%. So you're welcome to forward this link, but this has not been tweeted out to anyone. Look. You guys have supported this. I went into this risking 10 Bitcoin. And so far, I haven't had to risk. I mean, initially I did, yes. I spent quite, and I'm doing a lot more spending. I'm spending, all right? I'm not, but you guys have covered that, and I really appreciate it. You really eliminated the risk from me, and the more that you do that, the more I'm going to be able to do it. And you're going to share where I'm going with this thing. I don't know if I'll be able to pull it off. I just don't know. I'm not technologically savvy. I need people that can back me up. And, and I knew that Eileen could do this. And that's why she really came to mind. I'm still looking for people. And I got a full plate because I want to write these articles. I got a lot to tell you. I got a lot to help you guys out. I need a lot of help on the back end. And so it's a challenge. I love the challenge. I love it. I'm not complaining. I like these kind of problems. All right. But, I just want to share that with you. I want you guys that have supported me. If you can possibly come on this cruise, it will be a wonderful experience. You will learn a lot. And as a member, if you get this thing completed and get it done before we take it to the next level and tweet it out tomorrow night, I'm going to throw as much in there as I can for you guys. That's what I have in mind. I'm not promising it. You know what you're getting, but you're going to get more than what's been promised. And so Eileen, you got to take it from here because all these other details, I can't handle it. That's why you're here. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome. I think we've covered just about everything. The basic of it is, if you haven't registered for the conference already, go in and click on register for the conference. They tell you to, get an email. You're going to click the link there to pay for the conference. The next thing is you're going to get an email out with all the information of how to reach me. Either email or phone call me. This information will be on that email. Here's what we need: legal name, date of birth, all of that. We'll get you all booked on it. You'll get an invoice from Conrad for whatever the total is. We'll go over the pricing with you. The pricing that I gave you includes everything. The gratuity is in there, the port fees, the taxes, everything's in those prices. So
The only thing that you'll need to buy, let me explain this, Eileen, because I've been on this cruise before. The only thing you'll have to buy is you can buy, everything's included, gratuity, everything. The only thing you need to buy, if you want to drink alcohol, you have to pay for that. I do recommend when you get on board ship, you can buy a ticket, so you have unlimited amount of drinks anywhere you go. You just had it in your card, and I don't know, it's not that much. I don't know. I don't remember how much it is, but it's definitely worth it, particularly if if you drink like I do, or if you don't drink alcohol, and if you want soda or whatever, fruit juice or whatever, they have a ticket for that too, and for the children. And so you can go that route too. That's going to be your only extra expense. Now, not really, because they're going to have gambling on the ship, and they want you to gamble. That's the game. And they have all kinds of things for sale on that ship, and they're going to, push you to do those. And that's fine. Okay. No problem with that. But if you're on a budget, hey, that's all you're going to pay for. Okay.
And if I could interrupt, Conrad has so many great speakers scheduled on this. You're going to have speakers around the clock on this thing, on this boat. You can go and do the fun things on it. But I think if you're like me, learning about the Bitcoin is fun. It's kind of like life. You're interested in this and doing it. And then you have the day that you're in port, you have that fantastic Baja 400 thing. So there is an incentive. Then they also gave, Conrad got bonus points on it, and there's $25 to go to each room, a gift certificate or something.
I mean, I'm not telling you about that. You're gonna get more bonuses.
Yeah.
We haven't told you about it. Just relax. Now somebody did ask me, is the price 0.1 BCT for VIP? Yes, that's what it is. And there's only 2 left. If you don't want the VIP, remember, if you sign up if you're already a member, you're going to get 10% off of that. So it's not 0.1, it'll be 0.9. If you're out there, if somebody's sending this out, if a member's sending this link out and you want to go on the cruise, you can get a 15% discount off the cruise. Hey, you can't do, and we're going to have to watch this because the VIP, surprised me. We sold more VIP than we have the standard ticket. And I upgraded you guys that did standard just because I appreciated what you did. So we got 2 VIPs left. That's it. And then we're done. So after those 2 are done, and if you sign up under somebody, you'll get a 15% discount. So it's 0.085. Okay. Or if you're a member, it's not 0.1, it's going to be 0.9. Okay. Now, 0.09. And but if you do the standard, it's half of that. And you get with the 10% discount, 15, just figure it out, guys. This is going to be a very intimate thing. Now, the other thing that I want to do, I'm taking my 13-year-old son, and I want him to learn how to live stream. And also because we don't know if we'll have that good of internet connection during the whole conference because we're on a boarded ship. So I want him to also record it. But I'm thinking more and more, I want to get this thing sold out because I want to get a professional crew on there to not only live stream the conference, but record it in case we don't have a good connection. Hey, if you're not coming on the conference, that's free. You don't have to come on. I give this stuff away. I really am. My heart's in Bitcoin. I'm trying to teach you guys. So, I want to sell this out, and if I sell it out, I will hire a professional crew, but under one condition: they have to let my 13-year-old son be an apprentice so he can learn to do this. You know, because I'm an entrepreneur. I want to pass this on. I want my children to be able to create wealth, to be able to do things like their father has done. And it's very important to me that we do this. It's just like, you know, well, you know this. Jesus, did you open up your
Yes, I did.
Okay, so Jesus opened up his BitMEX account, and so we'll be doing that here very shortly, and I'll probably be doing
After, when you come back from your trip, or before we can do it.
No, we're going to do it next week. As soon as we get going, you need to start trading, and I might even join it, but I've never traded on Deribit, so I might open up a $100 account on Deribit just to see if I like it or not. But, you know, I'm trying to teach you. This is a whole way of thinking. It's not just trading. If you guys are thinking, you know, trying to get rich off my trade, you got it all backwards. Okay. It's money management from beginning to end. All right. So here we go. Back to you, Eileen. I'm done. And maybe I'll go out and take a picture. We took delivery of that bus today. So we're going to convert it into a vacation van. And then it will be a bus when we come back, so we can start bringing people from the United States down here to Ensenada. Oh, David, come here. Did you have something to say? Oh, you want me to sign the check? Okay. This is the guy that's going to run. I've hired him to be. You're going on the cruise with us, and you're going to be doing the live stream and also a recording in case that we don't have a good internet connection. And I might hire a professional crew, but if I do, then you have to apprentice under them, so you learn exactly how to do this right. Okay. What's this? I got to sign. Oh, geez. All right, another check. All right. I didn't sign that very well, but I have a bad finger. Anyway, that's my up and coming son. He's interested in Bitcoin. He's probably going to have be joining the Bitcoin trading group with $100 worth of Bitcoin, see what he can do with it. So back to you, Eileen.
All right. Well, I just want to remind you, I'll be available, be your personal agent to get you signed up on this. And we'd like to get it done, everything in there as soon as possible. A little bit of pressure from Carnival to get it done by the 22nd, and I don't want to leave it to the last minute. So call, email, get right back to you. Don't answer the phone, leave a message. I'll get right back to you on that also. Probably email is the best way because you can send the information right in the beginning. And excited about meeting all of you on the cruise.
All right. Are we done? We already covered this. I thought we'd have a lot more to do. Have we got this all done?
I think we have it. I think we have it all done. We covered the information they need to give us. They need to pick their cabin. The information will be on the email for that. So just send it all in.
Okay.
They'll get the invoice to make the payment. It's going to be fine. You've got to do the conference. So register for the conference. You'll get the email, click the link to make the payment because you won't get any information on the cruise until you pay for that conference. It's the next step along the way.
Don't leave me yet, Eileen, because we might have some questions here. We do have some. How many viewers do we have right now? We have 13. We'll have a lot more later. But hey, do you guys that are watching this, do any of you have any questions? Because I really want to cover it now. I want to emphasize that I want you guys to sign up before tomorrow night, because tomorrow night I'm going to take this to the next level. We're going to have a few speakers. Hopefully they'll show up. Not all of them showed up for the last Saturday Night Live, but they also have affiliate codes. So people that follow them and sign up for this cruise can get the 15% discount. But if you have friends or people that you think might be interested in this, forward them this link. They can watch it. This is going to be you can't beat it. You really can't. I mean, everything's covered. You know what your costs are going to be. The cruise is now a little bit high. When I started it, it wasn't high at all. But Bitcoin price, I didn't, look where Bitcoin price went. But you know what? I got to do it because it's going to be a small cruise, and I guarantee you that it will be worth it. Okay. So any questions, guys, please ask it now, because I would like to have Eileen address any questions that you have about this cruise, or, if you've had any problems signing up. Oh, incidentally, I will share, this probably get me blocked from YouTube, but I am enjoying a wonderful Beaujolais from France tonight. I do like my wine. And, all right.
No.
All
I
right,
think
there's a
we-
little bit of confusion, ugly,
Hey,
ugly,
Billy Goat.
ugly.
Hey, do you know who Billy Goat is, Eileen?
Yeah, yes. Oh, my gosh.
Well, Billy Goat just said, "Hi, Eileen. You
Well,
want to
hi,
say hello to Billy Goat?"
We need to get Billy Goat up on the screen. Maybe tomorrow night you can get him in there. Anyway, there's a little bit of confusion about the issue of the question of what is your nationality, and I want you to be clear on it. Nationality is your citizenship. If you're a citizen of Italy, that's what you're putting down. If you're a U.S. citizen, you're putting down for nationality U.S., whatever country, that's it. And then residency, where are you a legal resident of? Are you a legal resident of the United States? If not, what country are you a legal resident? Some people get hung up on that nationality. It's citizenship. They're interchangeable there. What country are you a citizen?
Hey, Billy Goat, are you coming? Wait a minute, let me get my picture on there. Hey, Billy Goat, are you coming on this cruise? And are you bringing your wife? You're invited. We don't hear a word from him. He's silent. All right. That's about as big a non-commitment as you can get, don't you think?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, well. Well, at any rate, yeah, well, Mexico's so dangerous and everything. Gosh, I got some people that put something, just a completely bogus article. Oh, we will see. Wow, that's really being committed. We will see.
That's a good one.
Well, yeah, maybe you might be blind, and if you're blind, then you won't see. So, well, Eileen, thank you so much for coming on. We'll see what happens between now and tomorrow night. For those that have missed
The beginning.
the beginning, well, no, they haven't, because they can go back and look at this. This is a broadcast, which I guess is a public broadcast, but it was only sent.
No, I switched it.
Oh, it is private?
Yeah, I switched it.
Oh,
Unlisted.
It's unlisted. Okay.
Only those with that email they got.
Okay. Only those with the link get this broadcast. So it's only to you members. However, let me say that you are invited to send this link to this broadcast to anyone that might be interested in Bitcoin and coming on this Bitcoin conference and cruise. So feel free to do that. My goal is, I hope that we're sold out from my membership before tomorrow night. It's wonderful to get new people into this, but this is what's going to happen on this cruise will probably never happen again. Okay. Because the next time I do this, it will not be on where there's a race. It will have to be more of an off-season type of a cruise, and it'll be different. This is going, and there'll never be one. If I do this again, this will definitely be the smallest one, because I do this again. We're going to have I want to tell you too. I can't promise you, but I am still working on some really surprise speakers that might be showing up to this thing. You just never know what Ugly Old Goat can pull off. I don't know if this will happen, but it might. I'm very pleased with with who we have speaking now, but the headliners might even go up. I think this is going to be an important conference just because it's the first of its kind. And so I want you guys, if you can, I mean, don't put yourself in debt or anything to go to this thing, but if you can afford to go, it will be very much worth your while if you can make it. And we will, if we make this go, I'll be doing it again. At least I really wanted to do it once a month and fill up a whole ship once a month, but boy, it's a big job, and I didn't realize Homeland Security was involved. So we'll probably do it once a year. We won't do it again during a race because I need to find, if I'm going to fill up a ship, then I need to do it when the ship is not maybe
I'm pretty
30%
sure
sold.
it's filled up because of the race, right?
Oh, I'm sure it's 70 to 80% filled up because of this race. I guarantee it. So that's a special bonus that we knew was coming, and that's why we scheduled it that way. Okay. So next time for me to make a really good Bitcoin conference, it can't be during one of these races. And so I want you to keep that in mind. And I was going to say something else that was very important, and
We're going to show
Hmm?
the
I can show the suite, but I don't need it. They can go visit Carnival Cruise and see what it's all about. I mean, I can do that, but I had something else I wanted to say. I just can't recall what it was. Well, we can go look. Well, let's go look at the Carnival Cruise line. You want to help me do that? Where do I go? Go to share screen.
screen share. Oh, yeah.
Okay, screen share. And now we go application. And where should I go?
That one in the middle.
This one?
Yeah.
Really?
No.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay, now where?
Minimize.
Hmm?
Minimize.
Minimize.
There we go.
Yeah, but I don't want to go there. I want to go to the Carnival. Is that it? All
There
right.
it is.
There we go. Everybody seeing this?
Yeah.
All right.
You gonna go down that Zoom flume, Ugly?
Oh, I'm sure I will. I've never had a problem with that. I still ride motorcycles, you know.
Oh, I can remember
A
you
lot.
jumping over a fire and setting off firecrackers and jumping over it, so this would be a piece of cake for you here.
Oh
It
yeah.
looks like it's fun. I have some good. Yeah, see?
I love shuffleboard. Remember, everything's paid for. The only thing you have to do is when you get on board, if you're going to be, you get a pass for all your drinks at one price, and that's all you have to, all you need. We can do one in January and get bargain prices. I know we can fill one of these up. Look at how empty it is. And if we go during the off season, we will actually command the whole boat. Oh, another thing about this conference, there is going to be nothing for sale. Okay, I have no sponsors, guys. You are my sponsors. All right, you're the members. You're my sponsors. You're not. Nobody's paying for this, but ugly old goat. All right. That's what I couldn't remember. I wanted to emphasize that to you guys. There's not going to be sponsors, or if there are, they'll be very select, people that can educate you. Like maybe I wouldn't have any problem having Trazer or Ledger on this. All right, let's watch some more.
I'm looking at the restaurants on here. Guy Fieri has a burger joint that's on here. That's kind of interesting.
Oh, you can eat all you want. Hamburgers, they have a great in the morning. They have all you can eat, breakfast.
Green eggs and ham breakfast.
Really? Oh, I got to take that book, and I wish my daughter was coming. She loves that book. I translated that in Spanish and read it to my mother-in-law. And I speak terrible Spanish, but she just was laughing up a storm.
They have a chef's table, upscale restaurant on it. Well, there's everything. Coffee bar, seaside.
If Roger comes, if Roger comes, he's got to plan a special Bitcoin menu for us. I mean, that's going to be one of the deals. So Roger is Eileen's son, and I did invite him. He's a master chef, and I told him, you know what, you need to start creating a special Bitcoin menu. Look, we are going to run the world, guys. We are the new culture. I've told my wife she's going to become an internationally renowned fashion designer, and it's going to be because of Bitcoin. Bitcoin's going to open the door, not just for her, but for all of you. There you go. It's all paid for. One price. You get all of this.
Machine for 24.
Hope they're not seeing that, are they? No.
I'm liking this. Oh, I'm getting hungry. It's time for dinner here. This is looking good.
Yeah, I gotta cook myself a ribeye as soon as I get off. So somebody just asked us, Eileen, what is the price of the cruise? Can you go through that? And how long is it? I can tell you how long it is. It leaves on September 19th and you arrive leaves about, I think 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon or you have to board then. And then and then it arrives back on September 22nd, early in the morning. Put it back on what are they looking at, me or that? I want to look at that.
The 19th is a Thursday evening it's departing.
Right. I want them to be seeing that, not me.
Okay.
Yeah, they don't need to see me. They need to look at the cruise.
So did you want me to go through the pricing on this?
Yeah,
Conrad?
go ahead and get through the pricing again because somebody just
Okay.
asked about the pricing. What's the price on the cruise and how long
Okay.
is it? Those are the two questions.
Okay, so it's a 3-day, the 19th to the 22nd. It leaves on a Thursday evening, and then you're back in time Monday morning, 7:30 in the morning. It arrives back in port on Monday. So anybody who needs to go to work in the area there in LA, they're back in
Yeah,
time.
you get back to where you're from and plenty of time to rest.
The pricing on it, if there's 2 people sharing a cabin, the pricing goes from the interior, $868, to the ocean view, $988. And there's 3 levels in between that, but it goes from $868 to $988. So that goes if you're a single and you want us to match you up with somebody. The low for the interior is $434 and the high is $494 for the ocean view. That includes everything, your berth, the taxes, the fees, the port charges, and the gratuity is included.
All your meals, all the entertainment, everything. Okay. The only thing it doesn't cover is your alcoholic drinks. But they have a special ticket, which isn't that much, that you can get on when you first get on the ship and buy it for the whole cruise. Or if you're non-alcoholic, there's another thing. Okay. Shared cabin. Okay.
If you choose to have a cabin all to yourself, it's a little bit less because you're only paying the single taxes and fees and the single gratuity. That goes from an interior cabin, $738, to the ocean. The top level ocean is $858. That's to have it all to yourself. So there's about $100 difference.
Shared cabin. What is a shared cabin? Somebody says shared cabin 800 to 988. No, it'd be half that price. Just if you're sharing it, you only pay half. Now, somebody else asked me, is Tone Vase speaking? He's not going to be on the cruise, but I really love Tone. He's taught me so much. And I have asked him, you know what, if I realize he's so busy, he's got such a big schedule, but I said, you know what, we'll maybe have him do a little remote introduction with us because, he's encouraged me to come out and do what I'm doing now. And I wouldn't be what I'm doing now without his encouragement. So I'm not saying he's going to speak. He's not going to be a speaker, but he just might make a special appearance via long distance, via a special message to the Working Man's Bitcoin Cruise, because this is where it's going, guys. This is where the pavement hits the road. All right, the next wave is going to be us, the people that are earning a living, the Bitcoin entrepreneurs. And we need to reach the entrepreneurs who have no Bitcoin. And we're going to be doing this. And it's going to be awesome. Just go to uglyoldgoat.com to sign up. uglyoldgoat.com.
The link is in the description below.
Yeah, we have a link we have a link in the description, but it's uglyoldgoat.com and go to conference.
Here, look.
There you go. There it is. So
Do you have that link up on the screen? I don't see it, Ugly. I'm still seeing the Carnival cruise ship. I'm not seeing a link.
Well, no, it's under, if they go down below, they'll see it. And we just,
Okay.
and yeah, we just put it on there. It's uglyoldgoat.com and just go to conference and that's the link. But yeah, I want to sell this thing out and I really want you members to be here. I mean, you're the ones that have made this possible. It's going to be a great value. And do it. That's all I can say. If I don't think I've misled any of you so far, and I hope I never do in the future. Now, next time we do this, we're going to have that whole thing for us. See that big conference room? That's going to be for our conference because we're going to dominate the whole ship.
If any of you working men out there who are coming on this cruise are big spenders, and I'm talking to you, Billy Goat, directly, we can get upgrades for you.
Big high roller, Billy Goat. I know that guy. He's a high roller.
So you don't have to stay within these categories that are here. If you want to get a suite, we can upgrade you to a suite. If you want a different level of an ocean view room or a different level of interior, we can do all that for you.
Don't they have a steerage pass where you can like do dishes in the back and go free?
Oh, yeah, I think Billy Goat had been asking about that.
Well, Billy Goat, I know there's a lot of dishes that can be done. I've seen the dishes that are done on these cruises, and they use real dishes. They don't use paper plates. So, I'm sure they're going to need a lot of help. You could probably negotiate a pretty special deal. You might get a hold of Eileen and see what kind of a special deal she can work for you.
Yeah. If he brings that banjo along and entertains, we might be able to give him a discount.
Wow. Yeah, we could be a featured speaker and earn $500.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
and the lady goat is going to be on here.
The new Bitcoin Jesus is answering for Billy Old Goat. You need to create your own little thing for your Bitcoin Jesus because I don't want you to be answering for me. Billy Goat, that's not me talking. That's Bitcoin, the new Bitcoin Jesus.
Conrad, while you're looking at this, I think I'll run through what the requirements are again in case you have anybody new come on.
Be great. That'd
Yeah,
be great.
text in the information that I'm going to need in order to be able to book you on this cruise is one, your legal first name and last name. Your legal first name and last name is the name that appears on the document you're going to use to get on the ship. Homeland Security is there because it's an international cruise. So you will either need your passport, you'll give me the first and last name on that, or if you don't have a passport, you can use a driver's license and a birth certificate. You need both if you don't have the passport. Driver's license or a government issued ID and your birth certificate. And you would take the name on the driver's license or government issued ID as the first and last name you're giving me. We're going to need your date of birth. They need that. We need your nationality or citizenship. And the question is, what country are you a citizen of? We need that. And then we also need. Did you, Conrad, did you want to say something?
No, you're doing great. I need to somehow stop what's going on in the background, but let me see if I can do that. I did want to. No, everything's great. I mean, it's going to be a great cruise. It's going to be filled. Let me see if I can stop this background thing. Let me see if I can do this. Boom. Oh, there, I did it. All right. All right, I'm back. All right. No, this is going to be, look, this is the best time of the year to come to Ensenada. I've lived in San Diego since 2002 and briefly in 2000, but 2002, I lived there until 2009. I lived 7 years in San Diego. And my favorite 2 months in San Diego is September and October. The weather is just fantastic. And you've got this race. And so this cruise, like I say, is it 70 or 80% full? Eileen, what is it?
8 days ago, it was 70%.
Oh, we lost her. I don't have her.
8 days
I don't
ago.
have you. I don't. Okay, I'm back. Eileen, for some reason, I'm not hearing you. So, but it's 70 to 80% full because of we were hoping to slide under the radar because we knew this was, they'd never had a race here. So she tried to do this during the Baja 500 or the Baja 1000. You know, it's no problem booking the cruise. So this is the only time that we're going to be doing this in a peak. This is the peak season in Ensenada. The winter, it kind of gets a little chilly down here. It's like San Diego. They say, well, what's the difference between San Diego in the summer and the San Diego in the winter? Well, in the winter, you have to wear a sweatshirt with your shorts. And that's kind of what it is in Ensenada. It can get cold, a little chilly at night. The weird thing, I always thought, I'm from the Midwest, and I always thought California was hot. Well, it's not. It is hot if you're, in the valley but in the interior of California. But if you're on the coast, it really never gets hot. Because the ocean water keeps it cool. And so it's just the ideal time in Ensenada is the time that we booked this. Now, I know that in the future, we're going to get a lot more serious about the Working Man's Bitcoin Cruise, and it'll be just highly educational, and we want to do it at a time when the shipping, the cruise ships, they're not full. They're maybe 20 or 30% full, and we can book them up and really offer some value. This is not, it's a great value because of everything that you're going to get and how small it's going to be. I'm never going to have something this small again. I mean, if we make this thing fly, my dream is to, make this a world-renowned working men's Bitcoin cruise. Just what I said it is. It's not for, all the intellectuals and all these people that know what they're doing. We don't know what the fuck we're doing. All right. But we know we're businessmen. We can take we take a reasonable risk. That's what I'm teaching you. And I don't claim I know where the market's going. That's and if you can get that through your head, if you can get it through your head that the technicals are not that important. The most important thing is managing your funds, the fundamentals, and the fundamental is Bitcoin is sound money. Okay, so that's where we are at, and we pursue that goal. And as we succeed in Bitcoin, we diversify into other things. This is what I'm going to be teaching you, and you'll see it in everything that we're doing. Billy Goat asked me about the party. What was it? The party van.
Party van.
Yeah, it's not a party van. No. This is very, very practical, Billy Goat. We bought a bus, and it is a 18 passenger diesel bus built by Ford. Probably can't even get them in the United States. And so we have that, and we got it primarily because I want to take our children on an extended vacation throughout the United States, which I love my country. I told you guys that I love my country. I do. I love the United States. I love the whole idea of America, the land of the free and the home of the brave. And I love my Constitution. But I have to say that I despise my government right now, and they've done a lot of harm to you people, and you don't even know it. So I'll be teaching you about that too, and I hope that the things can be reversed, but it's not looking good. It's just not. And the new America is not going to be in the United States. The new America is going to be an idea. It's always been an idea. And Bitcoin is the new America. And that's what I'm going to teach you. I'm going to teach you that Bitcoin is the new America. And I'm hoping I get a special speaker that shares my values and my beliefs, who I also know is a very renowned Bitcoin developer that despite those who would want to diminish him, he can only be held in higher regard. I know that I can be diminished in many, many, many ways. Excuse me. But no one's going to argue with my track record. You've seen that. What I'm teaching you is for real. I'm not making you any promises. I don't have magic beans. I don't have a technical system that's going to make you rich overnight. It's just the opposite. You need to throw all that garbage away. You need to rethink what you've been doing. And if you can do that, then you're teachable. So that's why I'm hoping that you as members will sign up and, excuse me, become a member of this cruise, be a member of this conference, and we sell it out with our membership alone. And might even be worth a scalp. You can buy. No, I don't think you can do that because of Homeland Security. You can't even change. If you buy a ticket, we can't change it. So you can't even scalp tickets. But at any rate, hey guys, I know this is going to be a great event, and I don't know how many years the Lord's going to give me, but my goal is I want to make this this is the inaugural. And my goal is to fill up a whole ship with Bitcoin entrepreneurs with a whole new way of thinking. And it may not even, we may not be, well, I'll be writing some articles. I mean, I love my country. I love our Constitution, but I despise our government, and it scares me to death. And I know most of you can't fathom the things that I'm going to be teaching, but you need to wake up and smell the coffee. It's going to be a great challenge in the years ahead. It's going to be exciting, but you got to have balls. You know, you're going to have balls. Either that, or you can, you know, crawl up in a hole and try and avoid everything. I'm not. You know what? I'll stick my balls out there. They want to cut them off. All right. I've had a full life, so I can do that, and that's what I'm here for. But, you know, I want to teach you sound money. I want to teach you money management. I want to teach you all the things that I've learned through my long life. And it can be made relatively easy if you have ears to hear and eyes to see. So I'm done. All right. We're done. And hopefully we'll have this thing sold out by tomorrow night. If not, you know, we'll Twitter it out and we'll get it sold out. And let's go from there. Okay. Jesus, Bitcoin, the new Bitcoin Jesus. When are you gonna be ready to go with your new? Are you gonna set up a Telegram account? So
Right.
Okay. Well, if you do that, I'm gonna set up a $100 account with Deribit. I've never traded on Deribit, but I'll do it just to have fun. And hopefully, you know, I better be able to trade better than you guys because I'm the expert,
I'm just
right?
starting, so
I know, but you know what? You don't have to be that good. I'm not that good. And hey, you know, he's worked for me. How many years have you worked for me now?
3.5.
3.5. He's just now starting to read my articles. All right, great. Better late than never.
I was going to say that.
Okay.
You beat me to it.
So, you know, there's a lot to learn there. The best place to go is Medium. I mean, I would like to get them on the website, but it's really difficult. It's really time consuming. That last article I wrote about Basis is really, it's got a lot of hits. I've really been a big article, but I haven't been able to put it on the website yet. It's a big job. Guys, if you're a youngster and you want to be mentored, what do you call that? Like what? Okay, what was?
That where we were just going to.
Yeah, I can't remember. Okay, who was?
Internship.
Yeah, Lewinsky, the blowjob Clinton gal. You need to be an internship with Ugly Old Goat. You know, I don't pay a lot, but you'll learn a lot, and you know what? And you will get rewarded a lot. So, yeah. Any rate, internship. I couldn't remember what the word is. Internship. We
Write
got
it down. Internship.
internship. No, internship. So we and yeah, hey guys, it's not sexual, and you know, I know, no, it's not. But the word got perverted after we had President Clinton. That was for sure. I mean, we had children learning about things we did not want them to learn about till they were adults because it was all in the news. I mean, kindergartners were knowing about things they should not know. What a world we live in. Okay. All right, just read the article on dollar cost averaging. There you go, dollar cost average. That's what you do. You dollar cost average. And then if you want to trade, you trade a small part of your HODL. Now, we're going to open up little $100 accounts. I'm going to try it on Deribit just for fun. And we're going to follow all of our principles and see how it comes out. You know, I think that somebody's going to open up $100 account and make $1 million. I'm confident of it, you know, because they're going to see, oh, I get it. I see what Ugly's trying to tell me. because you can be the best trader in the world. If you don't have the proper money management techniques, you are going to get wrecked. And I still get frustrated. I'm not now, but I got another one of those emails about somebody that got wrecked, after they subscribed to me. It was, well, you didn't get wrecked because you followed me. You got wrecked because you're following somebody else. Okay. Because if you follow me, you can't get wrecked. You can't, it's impossible to get wrecked. Impossible. You can't get wrecked. Okay. You can't get wrecked if you follow what I'm teaching. All right. And so that's it. And anything else tonight? Eileen, any
Yes.
closing comments?
No, I'm hoping I'm kept busy tonight and
Eileen,
tomorrow.
you're muted. Anyway, you got your phone number on there. I don't know why you're muted, but we're not hearing you. So I really appreciate you coming on. We had a good session. We'll see what happens between now and tomorrow night. And you know what? I'm looking forward to having you on tomorrow night, and we'll go through this all again. And hopefully we don't have to go through anything, because we'll just say, too bad, so sad, we're sold out.
Okay. Well, good night.
All right, we're done, guys. I don't know what happened, but we lost her voice. So, hey, it's been good, been fun, and we'll see you tomorrow night.